incredible. I mean, from being a little girl, like a little girl growing up watching this beautiful, incredible woman who was a girl at the time, too. I'm talking about Whitney, yeah.
Revelation.
So she lit up your life.
She lit up my life.
Could Alicia Keys finally reveal what really happened between Clive Davis and Whitney Houston? Because now that the music world is mourning Clive Davis, people are not just talking about his legacy, they are talking about the relationships he had behind the scenes. And of course, one name keeps coming up over and over again, Whitney Houston. But for decades, fans have wondered what truly existed between him and the woman he helped transform into one of the greatest voices in history. Was he simply her record executive, her mentor, or was their connection much deeper than the public ever realized? Let's dive right in. It's been decades since Whitney Houston passed, but there are still many unanswered questions about her tragic passing. One detail that continues to feel unsettling is what happened just hours later. While Whitney's lifeless body was still in her hotel room, the Beverly Hilton Hotel, Clive Davis hosted his annual pre-Grammy party at the same hotel. Industry elites partied for hours as if nothing had happened, and considering how much Whitney loved and respected, this felt like more than just a low blow. Even after all these years, people can't get over the insensitivity of it all, revealing so much about the kind of man Whitney was dealing with behind the scenes. One fan even commented, "More fake Hollywood respect for someone who is not a good man. Wasn't he throwing a party in the same hotel Whitney died in on the same night?" The official story is that Whitney's assistant found her in the bathtub, but according to Jaguar Wright, it was actually Brandy, Ray J's sister, who discovered her. And get this, Ray J was reportedly seen leaving Whitney's room shortly before everything happened. Then Leola Brown, Bobby Brown's sister, also spoke out and added even more fuel to the story. She suggested that Ray J was acting suspicious and allegedly trying to avoid cameras as he left the Beverly Hilton after Whitney was found. Leola even called Ray J a runner boy and implied that he may have brought Whitney something harmful. So while all this drama was unfolding, Davis was living it up in the same hotel like it was just another Hollywood party.
The last person to see her alive, he let the dealer in, but she was sober, right? But he let the dealer in that gave her the shot. Leola Brown, Bobby Brown's sister, has said on several occasions that she was. They saw her body. She didn't just die in a tub, like she was. And Brandy was the one that found her. But you know, they pledge allegiance to too.
And when Clive Davis was asked why he didn't cancel the party to honor the legendary singer, who had worked with him for years and helped bring so much success to Arista Records, he claimed Whitney would not have wanted him to stop the event and said her family felt the same way too.
You don't cancel. You turn an evening into a tribute.
You did a magnificent evening.
Into.
Did you give a thought to canceling?
Never.
You never thought?
Never.
Did you ever think?
And the family did not want me to give a thought.
Didn't?
No.
But people who were close to Whitney, like Chaka Khan, were not buying Clive's explanation at all. Chaka made it clear that to her, that party did not feel like a tribute in any way, and that a tribute could have been something like dinner, not a party.
A true tribute, might have been a truer, a more honest tribute in my opinion, would have been maybe call everybody together, let's say a prayer, and let's eat dinner and go home.
One fan even commented, "Chaka is so right. When someone dies, you don't have a party. Shame on Clive Davis." And then there's that video people keep bringing up of Whitney interrupting an interview with Clive, Brandy, and Monica just 2 days before she passed. And this is where things get even more unsettling. In the clip, Whitney appears to slip a mysterious note to Brandy, while also saying more than once that she nearly drowned that day.
I stopped it.
I'm just saying love it because I can't.
What makes it even more chilling is that just 3 years after Whitney's tragic passing, her daughter Bobby Christina faced a painfully similar fate. Bobby was found unresponsive in a bathtub by Nick Gordon, her ex-fiancé. And later, the medical examiner concluded that her death involved drowning and substance intoxication. But here's the part that still makes people question. Bobby's exact manner of death could not be confirmed. The autopsy report stated that her death was clearly not from natural causes, but officials could not determine whether it was accidental or intentional. Now here's where it gets messy. A finalized autopsy report later listed Bobby Christina's cause of death as lobar pneumonia, which only made the whole situation feel even more confusing to people following the case. And get this, Jaguar Wright also alleged that Bobby Christina knew a lot about how was treating Whitney behind the scenes. She claimed Bobby may have even witnessed a heated argument between Whitney and shortly before Whitney passed. According to Jaguar, Whitney and allegedly had a serious fight just 2 days before her death. And once fans heard that claim, it only made them question the official story even more.
And her and had a fight 2 days before. And from what I was told, Bobby Christina was present for some of that fight. And then the next thing you know,
Jaguar also mentioned something pretty eye-opening. She claimed that before Whitney was preparing for her big comeback, Whitney had gone to rehab, but Clive allegedly sent Ray J to bring her substances while she was there. But that's not all, y'all. Diddy also reportedly threw another party at the Playboy Mansion the night Whitney died, and according to reports, things got so out of control that he later had to be hospitalized. And when Diddy appeared on The Ellen Show just a few days after Whitney's passing, he seemed seriously on edge. Ellen asked him about the speech he gave at party after everyone found out Whitney had died, and that's where people started side-eyeing the whole thing.
I know that you were the first, one of the first ones at party to speak about Whitney's passing the other day.
Yes.
And that was...
Because here's the question. Diddy was not exactly known as one of Whitney's closest friends, so why was he the one chosen to speak about her passing that night? And at the same time, people are also looking back at Alicia Keys and how fast she became a superstar. Because Alicia didn't just ease into the industry. Her debut album, Songs in A Minor, blew up, and almost overnight she went from this talented young girl on the piano to a full international star. And of course, this was right there helping guide that rise. But now fans are asking questions about that too. Because as we've seen over and over again, major music executives don't just help artists. They shape everything from sound, the image, the way the public sees them, even the version of themselves they're allowed to show. So now, some people are wondering if Alicia's early career was really just about letting her raw talent shine, or if the industry saw her as someone they could polish, package, and turn into the next big thing. But what do you guys think? Was party just a poor decision made during a chaotic night? Or do you think there was something way deeper happening behind the scenes? And do you think Alicia Keys knows more about Whitney and how the industry really works than she has ever said publicly? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, because this story still has so many unanswered questions. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss the next one.